Hey everybody, it's Placido Santos, real estate agent here. Coming up next today, I have some gardening tips for you. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so today's gardening tip is going to be about the Hosta plant. So as far as I've been able to notice, hostas are very popular here in New England. I think for a couple reasons. Number one, they look really nice. The leaves, when they get nice and green and full looking, can really add a nice touch to your garden. Number two, they're very low maintenance. Hostas do a good job of popping right back up in the spring, regardless of the snow. It's July, and hostas are starting to shoot out their stems with their flowers here. Most people don't like the stems that hostas shoot out. And they don't like them for a couple reasons. Number one, because it makes the hosta plant look very cluttered. You know, all these stems coming out and it looks like too much is going on. It takes away from the simplicity of the leaves. And I think number two is because there's actually the plant puts in a lot of energy into these stems to produce these flowers. So a lot of times the energy that the plant puts into the stems can actually take away from the vibrancy and the life of the leaves. So for those two reasons, a lot of people like to clip the stems. I know what you may be thinking. How hard can it be to clip a stem, right? You just take it, clip the thing, and that's it. You're done, right? Isn't that all there is to it? Well, not quite. As you can see, I just clipped the stem, and I did a very sloppy job of clipping it, actually. I clipped the stem about halfway the stem, okay? And so the problem with that is that when you do that, there's a lot of the stem that gets left behind. And so what happens is when there's some of the stem that gets left behind, that eventually it turns brown, and then you have like these brown stems like inside your leaves, or sometimes even sticking out your leaves. And you know, that's not a very good look. It's just not a very clean way of doing things. So today I have a easier and I think more efficient technique for you. So one of the techniques that I personally like to use is I like to take my clippers. I like to put them anywhere on the hosta stem, in this case right at midpoint, and then with my clippers I follow down all the way down to the base. And as you can see, I'm not even looking at the stem right now, I'm looking at the camera. But even though I'm looking at the camera and not at the stem, I can see that I can feel the base of the stem. I clip, and as you can see, I have the rest of that stem that I had just clipped. So let's take a closer look at what I'm actually doing here. So I find a hosta stem, all right? There's a stem that's sticking out, right? I take my clippers, I place them about halfway through the stem. I then allow the stem to guide me down to its base. So you see how the stem is guiding me down to its base? I follow, and just about there's the base of the stem, okay? I didn't even have to like dig through the leaves or anything. I make my cut, I clip, and just like that, as you can see, I took out the whole stem. There's a whole hosta stem, all right? Let's do one more. I place my clippers halfway through the stem, and look, it looks like it's really crowded, like I'm gonna have to fight through a lot of leaves. No problem. I'm just gonna take my clippers, follow it down to the base of the stem, follow it down to the base of the stem. I can't even see my clippers right now, but I know it's at the base of the stem because I followed it all the way down to its base, okay? So from there, look, I clipped, and there we have another hosta flower stem. All right, as you can see, the full thing. You know, not a lot left behind, okay? So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and share, and let me know what you thought of the video. Did you like it? Any tips you have for me? Feel free to reach out. Have a fun summer, guys.